Here we will discuss about another important concepts of make.com platform. Here, let me zoom in first. If you can see the screen, previously we discussed about the scenarios, the mapping, and now we will be talking about modules. What are the modules here? As I told that in object-oriented programming, from object to classes to methods, it seems like you build small classes here. Basically, these are the modules, are the key components of your app. They are basically wrappers around specific app and service functionality, which is exposed via an API endpoint. And think of modules as individual building blocks that perform specific tasks within your automation scenario. So these are basically the components you add to your scenario. These are the components you can add to your scenario. So here, different kind of modules we'll be using in the make.com platform. So we will start from the actions. Actions are the most you will be using more than any other module in scenarios. These are called actions. So use if the API endpoint returns a single response. So there is another concept that is bundle, that is the packet of data you will be sending from one place to another. And with bundle, you are performing different kind of actions, like you can get bundle, add bundle, send bundle, create bundle, or delete bundle of data for particular type of action. So another type, this is a simple search of modules where you filter your data according to your requirements, because you don't want to pump everything to the module if because it will takes your more of course the what you call it in the make.com. These are basically the accounts. One minute, just I need to check it out first. If we open the make.com operations, sorry, it will count your operations. If you will be sending more data and without you are running your whole workflow without any exact searches, it will be running and it will cost you in the form of the operations. Okay, and you have to save your operations, otherwise it will cost you a lot, and you will not able to continue with that. So there are different type of because when data is coming from different type of sources, like the databases, from applications, from data warehouse, or maybe the data lake house, so you can filter according to your requirements. Like you are searching your data from the CRM, and you just want one record, then you will put constraint on it, and you will get the data whatever the record you are looking for. Similar in your local drives and Google drives and Shopify, Slack, and database. This is just simple thing. We will not trickle down in the depth of these things. Okay, then triggers as the name explaining that, trigger are just are starting of something, and it triggers when you are waiting for a particular type of event. It triggers automatically, or even you can schedule it when you want to schedule it. Okay, and then there is important concept here, that is the iterators. Iterators are just simply that are the array, and that splits data apart. Basically, array is, you know, that the combination of different objects, or maybe the similar objects, but no, I need to check it out. Array again, what is array? A data structure that stores a collection of elements, all the same data type, and in contiguous memory location. Okay, so I'm not sure about data structure that stores a collection of elements, all the same data types, in contiguous memory locations. Okay, anyways, array is containing different kind of elements in one place, and what iterators do, it splits data apart and gives you different type of information on that thing. Okay, and an iterator in make.com is a module that breaks down complex data structures like arrays or collections into individual items so they can be processed one by one. Okay, and here you can see that I have all 12 nuggets. These are not nuggets, donuts. Okay, and I have 12 donuts, and here I only want to these two type of information here, so I will use the iterator here, and it will be giving particular information on the basis of my requirements. So you for example, if you have a Shopify cart, like 4 or 5 items in that cart and with 5 products inside, so without the iterator, the scenario sees the whole cart as one package. Okay, with the iterator, you can the scenario pulls out each product, each bundle, and send it through the flow individually. So it will be looking like the single product each time if you are using the iterator. On the other hand, we have aggregators. Aggregators combines data together. It takes too much information in it and gives you one type of digest, like one type of output. Like if you have 20 emails and you don't have time to read them, so aggregator will read every email and make a one digest on it, and instead of sending you separately each emails, and it will give you one combined form of summary, and here we will be using aggregators. So these are some basic concepts about the modules. So one important concept I would like to discuss further, that is the data flow. As you know that the mapping and data flow are almost the same, but here I will discuss that how data flow works. So the modules work together, you know that. So data flow patterns, normally it starts with triggers, then comes searches, then you transform the data, then any action perform, and after that you notify who is waiting for that action. So here we take the example of business process. So triggers starts with we share link of sign up form, and new customer signs up, so we get one lead. Okay, and after that we search in our CRM, is this lead already available in our CRM? Available. So transform, format customer data properly. In the transformation phase, we format the data and properly, and in the action create new CRM record if not exist. And at that level, here we search that if CRM containing that record already, okay, we will not add it. If doesn't exist, we will add into the CRM. So action is we will send the email to the person who signs up, and for as a welcome email. And furthermore, we can add actions more and more, like we can send the notification to our Slack team. We got one new lead, and you can approach them, we can call them, and there are many other warm up ways we can warm the lead by emails, by calling, and there are other things we will discuss later. So here is one other concept, that is routers. Routers are just giving the direction of data flow. If data is coming from one sources, you can distribute to 3 or 4 or 5 sources as per your scenarios and requirements. So process works sequentially. Routers work sequentially, and 2 routers can't work parallel. Normally in one scenario, when data is coming from one flow, it goes to the 2 or 3 flows, and it will work sequentially, not parallel. So there are 2 ways to add the router in the whole scenario. One, you can click on the plus button and find the router, and then there is another way. You can go to the bottom of the make.com main. Just I open it, like here you can add your data flow, like here is the router. Okay, you can click by clicking, and you can add the router. You can and then you can drag it in between the link, or you can add by clicking here. If you have a new module, you can click by clicking and adding the router here. There are many ways to add the router or other modules. So we go back and see that what's next. So we have filters. As I discussed already, there are filters that saves your operations if you are sending the right amount of data to the endpoint where you want to perform any type of action. So here the filters, basically you know that the simple type of filtration that stops unnecessary data to go to the next stage. So for there, normally we have 4 type of filters, like basic filters, text filters, or logical filters, or date and time filters. Basic filters are like if something yes and no, if something exists and something not. And there are comparison filters as well, like these are basically comes under the numeric filters. So there are text filters, if any type of word equal to or contains the word or starts with or ends with, there are these kind of filters as well. Date and time, you know that date and time filters are the filters that that gives you the calculations on the dates and the start date, the end date. And similarly the logical operators as well, like you can use the AND operator or operator. So these are just simple. Okay, before moving to the next video, I would like to discuss the JSON. Basically JSON is a universal language here, and these days it is getting too much popularity in AI because it is a universal format for data exchange between applications. So that's why it's getting popular these days. So basically it's already available there, and in programming languages people use to share data from one application to another application. So what exactly it is a JavaScript object notation. This is JavaScript object notation, way to store and exchange data in the text format, and the human readable and machine readable. So basically it comes like that. It has 2 curly braces, and in between first you have first you have a string is the name of something, and then it comes the colon, and column after that you get the value of that string. Okay, and here we break down the data in the key value pairs, like first is the key and then the value. here मैं इसे दोबारा करूंगा, जेसन वाला पार्ट में दोबारा यहाँ पे रिकॉर्ड करने वाला हूँ, ठीक है. Okay, here we have another important concept, that is JSON. JSON is a format of data that helps the applications to exchange the data in between them. So this is a universal format basically, and universal format that exchange the data, of course, between the applications. So what exactly it is? It is a simple data format, and it comes in the form of key and value format. And basically this is a JavaScript object notation, way to store and exchange data in text format. And basically this is human readable, and of course this is machine readable as well. And basically this is made for easy to understand and universal exchange. You can say that, a standard that stores the data in large format without any structured tables or any other thing. It stores tons of data and shares with different applications, and it will help you to jump from line to line and value to value and key to key, and then you can get the value from it. So rules are data is in key value pair, means there is one key, there is one value, like name. Here Ali is the name and it is joins to each other, and if you want to call the key, and you will give the key and it will give you the value. So value can be any type of string, any type of number, boolean, array, object, and this is all about why it matters in make.com. API returns data in JSON formats, so that's why you must understand that how it works and how it looks like. So arrays to process atom one by one. Of course, iterators and aggregators takes the data in the form of the JSON, and it it gives you data according to their functions. So it looks like that. For your understanding, means first key value. Key is the scale here, and value is a full array of different type of skills like automation, AI, and data. And active is a true, false, true, or this is a key and this is the value. So this is all about JSON, and you can learn more about JSON furthermore, but this is enough to understand that basically how value looks like. The second pair, if there are some square, because if it start with square and this is one bundle, and then comma, and then second bundle comes, and then you will map according to it, and then you will see that first bundle, first key, and first value. So it will looks like that. And this is all about the JSON. You can learn more about if you go in depth, you can go another website and or ask the GPT to tell more about the JSON if you want to go deep in it. So these are some basic concepts. And furthermore, there was one other concept as well, that is data structures. Data structures are the most important thing. You must understand that how many types of data structures in programming languages. Similarly, it will be using in make.com, because if that because you are dealing with data here. So if you understand clearly what kind of data you are dealing with, so it will be easy for you to sort it out according to your requirements. So basically, for any interview, for any programming, for any tool, I think so data structure is the most important thing you must understand. So here we will just have a bird eye view how many types of data structures we have. We have hash sets, we have arrays, we have 2D array, we have queues, we have stacks, we have max heap, we have graphs, we have trees, we have linked list, and we have try and hash map. Okay, so we start with the array is the simplest and the most useful the data format data structure we use in our day-to-day operations. Each element in an array is located at an index number, and which provides the direct access to retrieve or update an element. Like here we have an array of numbers like 48 to 7900, 8, 88, and 77, and array starts from 0, and you can call it, like if you want to call the third place of the array, you will get the value 100. So this is simple, and the people who know the programming or basic computer science, they know that the array comes like that. Similarly, here in place of numbers we can have the object names as well, like here apple, orange, strawberry, pineapple, banana, or any other like grapefruit. Okay, if you call at the first place, here we started with apple, orange. 2 is the place, one is the place where you will get the orange name. And similarly, we go to the 2D array. 2D array looks like a matrix. Here you have 2D array, also known as a matrix, is an array of array. There are two types of array, and you combine them and you get some value in it. It is used to represent data in a grid format, which rows and elements. And basically, in every image and video formatting, we use 2D arrays, like representing images, game boards, and metrics. In mathematical operations, we use 2D arrays. So let's move to the queue. Queue is as simple as it looks like, first in, first out. If this is the front and this is the rear, so task scheduling, handling requests in servers, or breadth first search in graphs, we use the queues. So what's next? We will say the stacks. That's of course when you are giving this is the order, last in, last out structure. This is undo operations in text editors, parsing expressions, or managing functions call in programming. Okay, this is another max heap. Max heap is a special tree-based data structure where each parent node is greater than its children. Okay, here you can see that 100, 19, 36, 36, 25, 14, and job scheduling system, or finding the kth largest element in a data set. So this is all about like job scheduling systems. You use the max heap. Here we have graphs. You know that these days a graph consists of the vertices, nodes, and edges. images. So graphs are widely used in the networking and social media and routing algorithms because these are connecting nodes, and these nodes are when these nodes are connecting each other, they are giving you some meaningful value in it, and you can drive many type of information from it. These the vector based databases are being used in AI systems, and modern vector databases are state of the art databases that are backing the major applications you are using in your day-to-day life. Tree is as simple as it's from its root to its nodes, so it comes with roots and leaves. This is a like tree structure. As a tree comes in your mind, basically directories, organizations, and charts are the well explanation of the tree. Linked list are the list that is linked to each other. You can move to and fro. Imagine a music playlist where you can add or remove songs dynamically, and each song is linked to the next song. So linked lists are useful for scenarios where you expect frequent insertions or deletions, especially in the middle of the list. So linked list is a linear data structure where each element contains a value and the reference to the next node is in the sequence. Unlike arrays, linked lists do not require contiguous memory or can grow or think dynamically. So these are all the formats. There is a trie. Trie is almost simply you can call it trie as well. Is a tree like data structure. It is from top to down. Data structure used to store the strings. Okay, and the hash map is basically are perfectly fast lookups by key, such as in coaching databases, indexing, or counting accuracies of the element. We use the hash maps. This is all about the data structures. So you must know that if you see any data, and you can understand that what kind of data it is. Is it a array? Is it a queue, stack, heap, max heap, or graphs or trees? Or so after that you can deal it with its principles. So these are the all important concepts that I would like to share with you. Further, we will be doing some important practical workflows, scenarios we will be building. Most importantly, we will start with our first scenario, that is performing a two-step task for our business, and it will be helpful to understand that how to perform tasks on the make.com platform. So in the next video, we will build one scenario that is pulling the data from the Excel sheet, where we will adding the leads, and the leads will going to the Slack sales team, and they will take action on it. This is very simple task, and it can be possible. We are getting the data in Excel sheet by a Google form, or by our web page, or by any forms type. We are not going to complexity. We will just build by adding manually some values in it, and we are pushing to the Slack for the sales team action. So see you into the next video. Let's build something.